Good morning and welcome back to ND Sunrise. I'm Elena Morgan and I'm so excited to be your host for today's show. Just like Megan predicted, the weather was miserable last weekend. I mean, how did we go from short sleeves and sunshine to hail? Luckily though, there were so many exciting things going on around campus to keep us all busy, including the Blue Gold game. It's all coming up next on ND Sunrise.
From NDTV Studios on the second floor of the Duncan Student Center, a Notre Dame student media and Notre Dame television production. This is ND Sunrise.
So to start off this week's episode, we have JJ back again to give a recap of what happened at the game and to tell us what he's thinking about the players for next year. So JJ, what were the main takeaways from the game?
I think you can't tell the story of the game without telling the story of Sam Hartman. You know, the big storyline of the offseason was Notre Dame brought Sam Hartman in to be that guy, so to speak. Notre Dame hasn't had a game-changing quarterback in probably, really about a decade or so. And Hartman was brought in with, 110 touchdown passes, 45 starts to be that guy. And he really was exactly that. He was 13 for 16, 189 yards, 3 total touchdowns. He was the only player in the game to score a touchdown either by throwing or rushing. All the touchdowns were either produced by Sam Hartman or run in by Sam Hartman. So it's impossible to tell the story of the game without bringing up him. And really, that Notre Dame, for the first time in a long time, looked like they could push the ball downfield with their quarterback effectively. Hartman had one really nice deep ball to Jaden Thomas where he just kind of uncorked it. You could see there was a natural fluidity in how he throws the ball that, you don't really see in Drew Pyne or Tyler Buchner. And, I think that kind of maybe led to Notre Dame's quarterback. Freeman said after the game, we're not making a decision on our quarterback room. And it seemed like that's what he was going to go with the media. But, after the game, as we'll get into, it seemed pretty clear that privately he had wrapped up the quarterback competition.
And other than the quarterbacks, who stood out at the game?
Freshman receiver Jaden Greathouse had a really nice impression, 11 catches, 189 yards, 113 yards, apologies. But he was, a player that really looked like more than just an early enrollee freshman. This is a kid that was taking high school classes as soon as 3 months ago, and he was out there running routes and looking really natural in how he played the game. I think that was something that, really stood out. When you look at these early enrollee freshmen, one of the things that comes to mind is how comfortable do they look playing against college players? Do they look undersized? Do they look confident? And Greathouse looked both like physically he was in place, but also mentally he was in place. He wasn't bullied around. He found his spots and he hit them. And a player that really I think Notre Dame's going to be relying on early in the season to make an impact. Notre Dame's receiver room right now, not the deepest unit in the world. They need someone to step up there. Greathouse looked like a player that could be stepping up there.
And now I think the question everybody's curious about, what happened with Tyler Buchner?
I think what happened was really a natural event now in college football, which is a player lost his position battle and knew he could find better opportunities in the portal, and now he's using the portal to his advantage. I think this is it's a healthy thing for Notre Dame that you have reached the point where, contrast it to last year and what we left the spring game thinking, we don't know who won the quarterback competition, and we don't even know if we have 2 quality quarterbacks in that room. This year, we're leaving the quarterback competition knowing we have a quarterback and that we have a quality one. And Buchner, to his credit, also said, I'm not sticking around to back up Hartman for a year. I want to play now, and I want to compete for minutes now. He went off to Alabama, where he's going to be in another quarterback battle, to be clear. But this one looks a little more winnable. And if he does win that job, and he does do well for Bama, there's a few better positions to be in if you're trying to brand yourself for the NFL than being Alabama's starting quarterback. And Buchner's putting himself in position with Tommy Rees, who recruited him. Tommy Rees brought him to Notre Dame. The two have a good relationship, ostensibly. And Buchner's now going to be playing under him and really help marshal in that offense that Rees looks to bring to Alabama.
All right, thank you. Sounds good. So I'm really excited to see what happens with our season next fall. Now, if you remember from last week, Helen did a segment featuring some of the dogs on campus. This week, she's back again to show even more of the adorable dogs living in the dorms.
Get to know the animals who call Notre Dame home and the people who love them on Pets in Residence.
Come here, boy. Come. Good boy, stay. Hi, my name is Nhiet Nguyen, the rector of Duncan Hall. I've been rector here for about 3 years. And obviously the guys really wanted a dog. Every year they ask for a dog, but I've come to find out you never get a dog for the dorm, right? You have to get the dog for yourself. They'll promise you that they'll walk them, they'll promise you they'll play with them, but it doesn't happen when they're so busy. And so you have to get a dog for yourself and not for the hall. And so, it all kind of aligned in terms of going home. my niece and sister got Milo, and the hall wanted a dog, so I was like, all right, I'll take him back to Duncan. And they loved it. He likes it here. He loved the interaction and the crowd. He's actually a ladies' man. And so when guest comes over, when I first had him, he would bark at the guys, but when our guests, especially our girlfriends, our female guest comes over, he would roll over and let them pet him and all that stuff. So and the guy sees that, he's like, oh man, Milo, come on. I have to put up a gate so he doesn't get out, and I think that also put up a little barrier, right, between the residents and I. And so they come and they just wait outside at the gate rather than in the past when they would come in, and it's a little more approachable without the gate. And so it did present a barrier, but they know, and Milo would greet them at the gate, and so it's a give and take relationship. He's more popular than I am. When I would walk him from time to time, a student would be like, "Oh, that's the Duncan dog," and I'm there like, "Yeah, I'm the Duncan Rector," right? And so when I first got him, he's becoming sort of a campus celeb. He has a little kilt. Everyone really likes it and comments on how cute he is, and so football weekends, I'll walk him around the lots just to have fun. Other than that, just a typical dorm dog. Just one of the boys, right? And again, guys would sign up to walk him, but I think the funniest thing is guys trapping him, especially like the 5-man or the 6-man. They would lure him into the room. Some of the guys would actually have treats. They'll go out and buy treats and have treats for Milo and play with Milo in the hall, in this room when they needed a break. And so those are some of the stories that have come to my attention, I guess. Yeah. That's it? That's all you want to share? Anything else? Speak.
Thanks, Helen. Speaking of dorms, for the next segment, Elise and Megan decided to do a panel with some live reactions to the different dorms merch. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Elena. Well, I'm Elise Tahoney, and I'm here with Megan O'Keefe. You wanted to introduce yourself, and we are rocking our dorm merch today. Megan, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing the actual brand new Pascagoula West crew neck. Yeah.
Yes.
This is actually the first purple PETA merch I own.
I think show the details. The sleeve.
Oh, yeah. What is it called? Insignia? I don't know.
The ND logo.
The N and the D.
Yeah, and I have my Ryan Hall logo on my sleeve, and of course my Ryan sweatshirt. And I think we can both agree these are the best pieces of merch, dorm merch on campus. But let's review some other pieces of dorm merch. So what's our first one? We haven't seen any of these, by the way. So put up our first one to review.
Oh, okay. Howard Hall of our very own Elena Morgan, our anchor. What are the Howard Hall colors?
Apparently blue and white. I'm gonna say the smiley face is very off-putting. Didn't really see the smiley face coming. It kind of just blocks off one line where it says Howard Hall and just says how. And I just don't think that's the message you want to be sending as a community of very strong, empowered, intelligent women. I mean, how?
You see, I like the dimples on the smiley face. I think it's very cute. I kind of wish it was the opposite way. It's an all-white sweatshirt.
White sweatshirts are cool, though. The kids are doing white sweatshirts nowadays.
The kids?
The kids. My sister's one of the kids.
Oh, her sister's very cool.
My sister's actually very cool. She's 12. Shout out Julianne. But, okay, so Howard Hall, I think I'm going to rank this. This is our baseline.
Should we rank them above and below our sweatshirts?
Below both of our sweatshirts, for sure.
I agree. I'm sorry, Elena.
Elena, we love you, but no. Okay, next one. Put the next one up. What are we looking at?
Okay, this is from Jake Irons.
Jake Irons, our sports director here at NDTV. I don't think I've ever seen him wear this.
I've never seen him wear it either.
And do we think there's a reason?
You know, I think Siegfried could really use a crew neck like ours. Like, I think it would be cool if they had like a red crew neck with like Siegfried on it, but like the gray and the maroon, it looks like my elementary school's like gym clothes, you know?
I think I mean, with the dirty shoes in the corner too.
think it ties.
Jake, come on. You can do better than that, Jake. He's a fashionable guy and he just deserves better than that. Siegfried.
No, next Sunrise filming or Shamrock filming, wear that, Jake.
Wear that, yes, next year.
Okay.
Okay.
This
Upgrade for
this
the
is
Howard
an upgrade.
Ducks.
This is like what we're wearing. I think I think people overcomplicate. Like,
The crew neck is where it's at.
I think it's cute. Is green their colors, or is it like
You know,
Notre
last
Dame?
time they had blue. I think they're just trying to like own the spectrum.
Aren't they the Ducks? I see no
They
yellow.
have yellow too. My director's telling us they also choose to wear yellow.
Alright.
I think they need to choose a brand.
I like that they established like the vintageness, 1924.
which is a big year for
Howard Hall.
Howard. Was that? Yeah, I guess that's what
Okay,
happened.
way better.
That was
I like that.
improvement. I like that one. If we're gonna rank with our crew necks though,
I like the color.
I liked the color.
Do they have stuff on the sleeve?
We did not see if there's stuff
didn't
on the
see
sleeve.
stuff on the
If
sleeve.
there's no stuff on the sleeve, below us.
Okay, stuff on the sleeve.
Stuff on the sleeve.
With
They're like in our.
Okay, we're
our-
seeing it again. I'm not seeing
There's nothing on the sleeve. They're below
All right,
us.
next
There's nothing on the
merch.
sleeve. Oh, we want to see. Oh. So that's my friend Justine. I took this picture on a Polaroid camera. Justine is currently matching with me right now. We just felt like we would show it on a different model so you could get the full effect of.
She looks just like Elise.
She was being studious. She's a finance major, and she was wearing Ryan Hall merch. That is a role model at Notre Dame, and role models at Notre Dame wear Ryan Hall sweatshirts.
Yeah. Okay, I really like this. I think it's fun.
Love this.
Okay, I would wear that.
Oh.
I think it just reminds me of the Yankees. I think
So
that's
I
like the
hate the
pinstripes.
Yankees.
Oh yeah, she's from
I
Boston.
hate the Yankees, but I love Keenan Hall, so I'm gonna let this fly. I like the 57. I'm assuming that was the year they were founded.
Maybe
was
it's
in
the year they'll finally
1957.
get torn down. They're predicting it.
Did hear some rumors that Keenan Hall is in its final few years, but look what they're doing with their last little bit of funds. They're making fantastic T-shirts and jerseys.
I like.
Oh.
Okay.
And that was only $36.
We got a price on it.
We got a price.
I think this just became an ad.
Low key, the Keenan guys, and they won like Men's Hall of the Year this year.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. No, they didn't. They did not. They
He's
won
just
the
lying.
Barstool Hall of the Year, I think.
That's different.
It's very different. But they, you know, after going to the Keenan review, seeing who those guys are, and look at their fashion sense.
I like the baseball jersey better than the basketball jersey.
I like the
I don't know what the
basketball
green
jersey
was
better.
doing in it. Really?
Yeah. Okay, up for debate later.
No, this is what the panel is. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Do we have any other ones that we need to look at? Oh, okay. My director's telling me no. But okay. Long story short, I think there's what Keenan really showed us is that even though we agree that the crew necks are the superior sweatshirt,
There's still room for creativity.
there's room for creativity. And I would love to see Ryan Hall. I mean, we're the Wildcats. There's, you know, think about High School Musical. Basketball
guys can do
jerseys.
basketball jerseys.
Some Wildcat basketball jerseys kind of based off of the High School Musical Wildcats.
Okay, but would you do red then, or would you stick to the light
No,
blue?
come on. Look at this color. Look
do
at this
like
color
the
of my
light blue.
eyes.
Wow. Our anchor's laughing at you.
I know she's laughing at me. She's just mad that I ratted on Howard for the first one. But I think we'll give her time to kind of
Respond.
rebut. So back to you, Elena. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. So I personally really like the ones that have some sort of connection to Notre Dame. So I like how Howard was green, so you can tell we're from Notre Dame. But I will say I like the sleeves. The little logos on the sleeves, especially P-Dub's ND. I like that. I think it looks cool. All right, so now, as we all know, finals are unfortunately coming up, so it's important to find time to have fun and de-stress before then. Luckily, there are so many fun events happening soon. So this afternoon, Friday, April 28th, Howard Hall will be hosting a campus-wide walk as part of their Walk for More Tomorrows week. This week was full of events meant to raise awareness for mental health and suicide prevention. The walk will start with a prayer service at the Grotto at 5 p.m., and it will continue around campus until they reach the Howard patio at around 6 p.m. After the walk, there will be free Chipotle for everyone at the Howard patio. Make sure to show up to support this great cause. Later tonight, RETMO ND and SAO will be hosting Food Truck Friday on Library Lawn from 9 p.m. to midnight. There will be Latin dance lessons, social dancing, food trucks, games, and prizes, so it should be tons of fun. Next, make sure to pick up your 2023 Dome yearbook called A Legacy in Gold. The yearbook is free to all undergraduate students, and you can get yours from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Duncan Student Center today, April 28th. If these times don't work for you, there will be copies available at the student media desk until the end of the semester. Finally, if you're still in need of a gift for Mother's Day this year, make sure you take advantage of the campus-themed cards from the Notre Dame Alumni Association. You can find the cards at Duncan, LaFun, Hesburgh Library, the dining halls, and other academic buildings around campus. The card and postage are free, so just write a heartfelt message and drop it off in a collection box before May 1st. And in case you need some inspiration for what to write, Elijah did a street segment asking people what they would like to tell their moms. Take it away, Elijah.
Hello, Notre Dame. I'm Elijah Keel, here on ND Sunrise for the last time this semester. Yes, it's very sad, but the show must go on, so let's start the segment. You see, folks, while I was doing my usual important graduate research, I came across a very sad statistic. According to Don Feckler, 90% of the time you'll ever spend with your parents will be between the ages of 0 to 18. Since we won't be airing around Mother's Day, to combat this statistic, I've decided to dedicate my last segment to the students who want to tell their mother something here on NDTV. So let's give it up to those sons and daughters who love their moms and aren't afraid to show it. And to the moms listening to this, I hope you feel the love coming through the screen.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you so much.
Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day! Thank you, Mom!
Happy Mother's Day! I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day! I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I hope you have a great Mother's Day, and I thank you for everything that you've given. I really appreciate you, and I love you so much.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much for always supporting me, and I love you a lot.
Happy Mother's Day! I love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. You're the best ever, and thank you for everything you've done for me. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you so much. Can't wait to see you soon.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I know you're watching this because you are NDTV's biggest fan, so I love you and I hope you have a big day.
Hey Mom, I just want to say thank you for being NDTV's biggest supporter, but more importantly being my biggest supporter through ups and downs. I want to wish you a very happy Mother's Day from South Bend, and I can't wait to see you in just like a week. Love you.
And last but not least, to my loving mother, Bobo. Thank you for everything, from taking care of me to teaching me everything you know. And most importantly, thank you for believing in me. I love you, and I'll see you soon. And that's all from me today, folks. See you guys next semester. Good luck with your finals, and most importantly, Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, Elijah. And that's all we have for today's episode of ND Sunrise. Catch our newscast on Thursday mornings in the Duncan Student Center and North Dining Hall from 9 to 11 a.m. You can also find us on the NDTV YouTube page under the ND Sunrise playlist. To keep up on all of the latest news, make sure to follow us at Notre Dame Television on Instagram, at Notre Dame TV on Twitter, and Notre Dame Television on YouTube. Do you want to get involved with NDTV? We're always searching for people interested in student-led broadcasting and TV production. Come visit our studio on the second floor of Duncan Student Center or send us an email at ndtv@nd.edu. Thank you for tuning in this morning. From all of us here at the studio, we hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Once again, I'm Elena Morgan from ND Sunrise, signing off.